OOPZILLA. Okay, these problems aren't very hard, so don't let them confuse you. Basically, they're just saying that this is some function right here that can be represented in these three summation functions right here, where A, B, and C are unknown. But however, what they did was they gave us a matrix right here to actually solve for A, B, and C. So once we solve for it, we can go ahead and plug it back into here, and these numbers that we get will represent, once they add up as a summation, they will represent this particular function right here. So what I did was I took what they gave us and I just reconverted it again because I don't like that bracket. So because I can work easier for me, I feel better working with this right here. So now what I did first to let you know is I did some swapping around. What I did was I did something a little bit different. I took this and I pushed it all the way to the top. Okay, I think I did. Let me check and make sure that's what I did. Yes, that's what I did. And I took this guy right here, and let's see what I did with him. I moved over that A. That's what I did. And then this guy right here, I moved over the 4A and this B to this side right here. It made it easy for me. Okay, and I'll show you how. Okay, so what I did was I basically took this guy right here and moved him all the way to the top. So this A plus 0 plus 0 is equal to 2. And these things, like, what happens is you get a little bit more experience at understanding and seeing this stuff, okay? So now, now what I did was this guy right here, I think, who was it right here? I think it was, yeah, this guy. I can't read my notes. I moved this across the equal sign, so I'm going to have my B, and I didn't even worry about changing that at all. I didn't care because I just went ahead and slammed it across the equal sign. So that's another thing I wanted to show you, that you don't really have to go ahead and multiply times whatever, because see, what I wanted was this A, and he had nothing in front of him right here, so that was fine. And then this B, he had a coefficient of 1 in front of him, and this C had a coefficient of 1 in front of it. So I didn't need to multiply through by nothing. All I had to do was just do hyperrow echelon for this and a hyperrow echelon for this guy right here, and that was it. So now let's go ahead and see what happens. So this moves across. That's going to give me 4A minus 9, and then this guy right here was the one that was my last one, the C. Okay, right here, and I moved all his stuff across the equal sign. So it's going to give me a minus 4A plus 2B, and that's it. So now everything is in, see, constant of 1, constant of 1, constant of 1 in front. Everything's in hyperrow echelon form, and that's the way I like it. Now what I do is note that 2 is equal to A, so we found one for 2. So for A is equal to 2. A is equal to 2 right there. Now I can go ahead and plug it into here. So B is equal to 4 times 2 minus 9, which is going to give me equal to 1 to the negative. Okay, so now I have A and B. Now I can solve for C. C is equal to minus 4 times A, well, what's A? 2, plus 2 times B, well, what's B? Negative 1. So when I do all this together, I'm going to have a negative 8 and negative 2. Together, they're going to be negative 10. So I found A, B, and C. So I can replace this stuff now and show you what the answer is. Okay, so A is equal to 2. B is equal to negative 1. I think it's negative 1. And C is equal to negative 10. And that's the answer for this problem. Nothing more. It's just that simple. OOPZILLA.